Hello everybody, my name is Sarah and today I'll be going over a $600 gaming PC. This is the best value ultimate 1080p gaming computer. It can do some at 1440p and 4K on a few lighter games, but it really shines at 1080p, which I think is still a standard resolution for gaming these days. For the CPU, I chose the Intel Core i5 6500 3.2 GHz processor at $204. With 4 strong cores, this processor will run any game without a problem. It is essentially an i7 without hyper-threading, so if you're not using this machine for any productivity, the CPU can't be beat in terms of value for high-end gaming. It is only clocked at 3.2 GHz, but will easily outperform any console. For the motherboard, I picked the Asrock H110 HDS H110M HDS Micro ATX LGA 1151 motherboard for $48. Since the CPU isn't overclockable, I decided to save a little bit of money with the motherboard. This thing will be reliable and do everything you need it to without breaking the bank. You don't need a special motherboard for a non-K processor, so that's why I went with this lower end one. For the RAM, I went with one stick of Corsair 8GB DDR4 2133 MHz memory for $44. I went with only one stick because the motherboard only has 2 RAM slots, so you can upgrade to 16GB in the future, and it's plenty fast for gaming. For storage, I chose the Seagate Barracuda 1TB 7200 RPM internal hard drive for $49. Nowadays, since game file sizes are so large, I would definitely get a 1TB hard drive over a 120GB SSD for the same price. If you only play 1 or 2 games and don't keep that many files, the SSD might work for you, but for the vast majority of people, I would definitely recommend the hard drive. This or the Western Digital Caviar Blue are both good. I would just go with whichever one is cheaper. For the GPU, I went with the EVGA GeForce GTX 1060 3GB gaming video card at $200. 3 gigs is a solid amount of VRAM for 1080p gaming, and the 1060 is already a great card in general. But don't let the compact size fool you. This thing is still a great performer. For the case, I picked the Rosewill Line M Micro ATX Mini Tower case for $29. This chassis is super inexpensive but is well built and has USB 3 headers as well as a blue LED fan. You can't really ask for anything better for the price. Lastly, for the power supply, I chose the EVGA 500-watt 80+ certified ATX power supply for $40. This is a reliable PSU that gives you some headroom for overclocking and upgrades since the build only uses about 270 watts. It has plenty of wattage for this PC and is fairly efficient with the 80+ certification. Anyway, this is a great PC if you're just planning to game at 1080p. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see y'all on the flip side.